Monica's not feeling well. Well, that was her stomach. She's been sick this week. Do you want to tell them your symptoms? Whininess.
Oh, I don't feel good.
No, she said like a fever, and she didn't even go to work. And like she always goes to work, so.
Yeah, it's been really bad.
So this is an awkward weekend because we only plan to work Saturday, which is today. So it looks like I am going. You can't teabag a drink. You can't give direct eye contact and teabag a tea. Just can't do it. So I'm gonna go out and work on the bus. Monica's gonna stay here. She's just sick. Like I don't want her working and running herself more into the ground. Are you eating my donut now? I'm starting to feel like this is like substitute day at school where like regular teacher's not going to be there so you can goof off. Do you have any last words for me?
I'm ready for Cole to leave because he farted and it smells really bad.
Like, it's the worst fart I've ever had. Just stating that for the record.
We live in a really big apartment and the entire thing smells.
It's like a cold front that just like stalemated like right on top of you. I don't know if cold fronts do that, or warm fronts, but I feel like there's a weather-related metaphor here.
What are you saying?
You know, like when a storm just parks itself right over your place. It's like that's what
like lake effect fart.
It's like a lake. Yeah. All right, I'll admit it. I'm a weak person. I stopped at McDonald's. I just get hangry. I'm gonna be working with Jim today, by myself, and I don't want Jim to hate me. Gang, I'm not gonna lie. It's cold today. I've got some underwears on. Well, I have underwear on too, but underwears. So, but I think the high is gonna be like 33. It's already a little windy. Sorry for the wind noise on the mic. I haven't started the bus in like this cold of weather before. Can you see my breath? So we'll see how this goes. That's the emergency door, so I think I need to lock that first or something. You have no idea how badly that just went. I like laid over there, the lock wouldn't unlock. Then I broke that beam all the way through that was holding up. Unbelievable. Ooh, excuse me. Woo! Oh, rough one. That's the good stuff. I'm backing this up with no one around. Look at me go. Yeah, it's just bitter cold. This ain't gonna be a fun one. My fingers are already numb. Jim got a new hat.
Yeah.
Looks real nice.
Compliments of Six Flags Mid-America.
They just give those hats away?
I think they gave them to employees, and I was
wow.
fortunate to be the receiver of a hand-me-down brand new hat.
That's nice.
It's a high-quality item.
Well, it says Six Flags on it. I'll be damned.
Holiday in the Park, baby.
Jim's inspecting my shoddy workmanship on the bus right now. On the bed area. I'm nervous. How bad is it?
Oh, yeah. We just need to reinforce that.
Okay.
Why don't you pull where you were? I'm gonna pull out, and then we'll have the shop space here.
Gotcha. Step one, fix all of Cole's work from last weekend.
Now, it's nothing your fault. I knew we'd have to reinforce this and add some additional wood underneath here. Probably turn this board end for end so the holes aren't exactly the same spot.
Gotcha.
And then we'll put a little reinforcing plate underneath here out of metal.
Just like
Monica and Jim did cutouts for the dinettes. We're doing those for the walls that we're gonna make for the bedroom area. So we're trying to figure out how to make these walls flush to the side without, you know,
With the least amount of work and the best finished product.
you know, just with the front heater of the bus, it's not too shabby in here right now. Like, this is 100% manageable temperature-wise, which is surprising.
Let's see how that's looking now. That pretty much is going to represent that.
It's a little different.
A little different, but I mean that's not a deal breaker there.
Yeah.
So that was the idea. So here's where our 28 inches stopped. It was over in here. So I just left this wide. But that's actually not a bad cut. All right. So part 2, we are going to try to make this fit this side now.
So, we got to this little part last time, and I was confused at how Jim was going to cut this. So, do you want to talk to people through how to make this cut?
I mean, there's a lot of ways you can do it, but normally what I'll do on something like this is make the 2 shortcuts in, and then you can start back from here and either come a swooping curve into it, or you can clean out a short corner is what I had done last time.
The problem you get into is that with the blade, you'd end up starting to cut outside of the area that you've drawn out.
Right.
So with this technique, you can keep with it. So now we've got a straight line to cut across. See, I get tickled by shit like that, you know?
Yeah, you do.
You know, that's just good knowledge pieces.
Yeah, well, it's just little things you learn. We're using these uprights as kind of our go-to benchmark for measurements for parallel and what's square with the world. So I'm going to go 28 inches off of this, parallel with that. And then any adjustment we have to do, if we're going to do it, we'll see what happens when we get a mark up here.
Wouldn't it be great if this was actually like an extreme home makeover episode and Monica was sick and we had like a team of 20 people and we just got it all done today?
That'd be awesome. And this was heated?
Yeah.
If we're dreaming, could this all be heated?
Yeah.
All right.
And
great.
catered.
Yes, yes. Nice. I like it. We'll loosen the screws and we'll kind of square it to the deck. We'll screw it in temporarily and then we'll see what we need to do for our final fitting.
The last like 3 times we've been out, we've wanted to make something in our little RV oven. And Monica's mother, Anna, was making cookies in there. And so we are going to make a few cookies in the oven. And they're going to be delicious.
Yeah. Go ahead and let that sucker light up. It'll go up for a while. It's this one, right? Yeah. Right here, a little cleat to hold that. So I'm going to go cut a little piece of something that we can screw to here. And then we can screw this sheet to hold this up.
Okay. Just give you a closer angle. Jim made this what he calls a cleat. Little piece of wood.
Okay, so that'll hold that. Okay, it looks like 86 inches that way. Now I'm gonna take it to the floor. So I'm gonna say like 39 and a half. What was the other dimension?
88.
Yep.
Yeah, they're burning on the bottom a bit.
Yeah. So Cole burnt my cookies. Long story short, he wouldn't pay any attention to my wife's instructions. I think the upper rack would have helped.
Yeah.
And I think going with Anna's original temperature thing, that maybe we didn't have the temperature loss that we thought we were going to have.
You can see, like, I thought that rack looked a little high, and I went to the bottom rack,
Yeah.
and that was a big mistake. So,
Yeah.
cook middle rack or higher.
Yeah.
Get away from that flame. I'll just have to eat one of Anna's cookies instead. I brought you a cookie to make up for it.
Well, those look great.
I know.
Damn.
I made those myself. So we brought this large piece of plywood in. I'd marked out the outline of the wheel well, and then we're going to throw it in place.
How's it going?
It's great. I pretty much just finished everything while you were gone, so.
Great. All right, well then I'll see you again next week.
All right, thanks. Subscribe. Seems to fit like a glove.
Seems to fit fine. Okay. Now,
Got some little support beams there.
yeah.
Do we have to worry about there being like wires in these at all? Probably not. They're just windows,
I think they're just windows.
and there's no wires running anyways in that slot, so.
Doesn't seem like it.
Okay.
Now, Cole, you were just saying that you're a little bitch, and you said that this was a perfect example where you could show the coordination that you have with your right hand in screwing these. You have done a really good job. If you look at what he's already screwed on here, he's actually done a wonderful job, despite all the bitching and everything that's happened in between every one of them.
I'm left-handed.
So he's left-handed. That's his excuse for everything. So to all you left-handers out there, don't be dismayed. There's still hope.
Yep. I can't clean my room. I'm left-handed. This area down here is stronger because it has this little additional metal layer, and so the screws actually hold. So instead of starting up on this top real thin fucking metal here that's useless, that strips out, if you start down at the bottom, these 2-inch nails will bite in, and then you're allowed to do these at a slower pace up top so they don't strip out completely.
So let me get this right. You're screwing a nail in with a screw gun.
Nailed it.
Very nice. That was wonderful, Cole.
If you don't wear ear protection, you're going to be deaf.
What'd you say?
What?
Now see, that's his 1, 2, 3, 4, 12, 13. That's his 14th screw. And now he's realizing what it takes to successfully land the screw. He's still got a little issue with keeping his gun level with the screw that he's screwing in. But other than that, he's really doing a good job with it.
Alright, so this is it for the build day today. Put in some joining walls. Those will come out, and we're going to have to work on them and work out what slider we're going to do, our curtain. And we worked on the dinette, trying to get the size down, work out the pillows, our cushions for it. Got this back board in place here too. That was quite the bitch. But yeah, feeling pretty good about how the layout is coming along. I just can't describe to you how frustrating this process can be. I mean, like, in hindsight, or when you get away from the situation. Like, we are working towards something that we're both super excited about, and we can't wait for the adventures and exploration. And ultimately, this is truly going to be our first home together, which I'm so excited about. I get so frustrated at the stupid little shit when it doesn't work out or it's not going as you expected. And all of the stuff is brand new. Like, you know, using these type of power tools in these situations, and, you know, everything is new and it's learning, and I have a difficult time, you know, just taking things as it comes. So, and that's something that you'll end up experiencing as well along the way. So just managing those expectations and knowing that it's not going to be easy, and you're wanting to do a good job of taking video of the whole process to show you all how to potentially do some of the conversion of your bus that you end up getting, or your van that you end up getting. All right, the cold is finally getting to me. I took a ton of time, like an hour to clean out the shop, took additional time to clean out the bus. It's going to be a lot easier to work on it come next weekend. You know, you have to take the time to organize your workspace, which we don't do enough. Thank you so much, Jim, for allowing us to destroy your shop and taking up your weekends while you're working in your free time. It's just, I'm going to thank you a million more times by the time this process is over. If you plan accordingly and you start saving, and if this is something you truly want to do, you can make it happen. If Monica and I can do this, like truly, like I know everyone says that, if they can do it, you can do it, but it's the honest truth. If you'd like to see change in your life, it's up to you to do it. It's up to you to chase down your dreams and make it possible. Ultimately, if you don't decide what you want to do with your life, the world will decide it for you. And, you know, quitting our jobs seems insane and driving around the country, but it's ultimately what we want to do. We want to explore. We want to inspire others to chase alternative lifestyles and really live out their dreams to their fullest that they possibly can. And I really appreciate you taking the time to watch these vlogs. I just can't wait till we start getting out there and adventuring and showing everyone the country. It's going to be a blast. So thanks. Peace, guys.